So, inauguration. Inauguration happens, and you have. I didn't watch the inauguration. I don't. I'm not into that. That's not my religion, right? Um, but what you are seeing is how many people have what I've always said as this religious cling to the state. Okay, don't care if they call themselves atheists. A lot of them are. A lot of atheists are like Democrats. That doesn't mean anything. They're religious. Their religious cling is just to the state. It may not be, like I said in the song, Stay Theist, which is by Backwards. You can go check that out. Music videos live over at Backwards Music. Yes, I just plugged in an ad for my own band. But to see people, like definitely on social media, and these fucking weirdos, man, who sit here and they think they survived the apocalypse, a dictator, because I guess that's just how you topple a dictator, is just by voting in a democratically held an election. But they toppled a supposed dictator, and now they think that they won something. So you're seeing very emotionally irrational, unstable people sit here and act, oh, a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. That tyrant is away from. The only way you feel that way, and the only reason you feel that way, is if you have allowed them to control your emotions. And that's because you have a dangerously religious cling to the state. See, so I throw out their little deacons and the bishops and all of that, and they sit up here and part of their little cathedral, and they say their little do their worship ceremonies and all of that stuff. They roll out all of their entertainers and buck dancers who sit and come for them, and they'll sing for them and do poems and do all kinds of shit to make it seem look at us, we've liberated the populace because that punk bitch Joe Biden and Kamala Khan Harris is now the president and the vice president, and they think they won something. Right? Look, you people are fucking weird. Okay? Now, see, guys like myself, I don't sway one way or the other because I'm rooted in what it is that I believe in as an anarcho-capitalist libertarian. So the hilarious thing is when I do talk about Mr. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, get these immediate response from these dipsticks talking about some, what? Cope, Trump supporter, Cope. This is why we call them NPCs. They are programmed to only think in this sort of binary code, right? In which anybody that dares to criticize their Lord and Savior, Jesus Biden, has to, of course, been a Trump supporter. They can't even decipher between the two because, again, they're literal NPCs. Even when it comes to their despising of Trump and his supporters, all of that shit was rolled out in the program. They do what they're told. I don't know if you guys have watched actual videos of Trump haters and they'll get interviewed about policies and all of that. These guys don't know their way around anything. They can't outwit their way out of a paper fucking sack, bro. They're literally stupid people. They get the vote, which is the problem with democracy, but they do get the vote, but they're fucking dumb, man. These are not smart people. A lot of these folks that you engage with, if they don't have Google right at their disposal, they have no idea what they're talking about. They can't rattle off policies. They don't understand. It's just catchphrases and stuff that they were told by either the entertainers who, again, got their marching orders from the same guys. Tend to have these next to their name, and Democrats. But come on, man. I just want you. Look, I know I just did a lot of talking my noise. But I want you, if you're watching this video and you are one of those, because you know who I'm talking about. You may be one of those. Take a step back and just think about that, man, and how you have this religious cling, especially if you are a Christian and you are serving two gods right now, man. You got this religious cling to these people that don't even know you fucking exist. So much so that you've allowed yourself to be emotionally distraught at the idea, because you've fantasized about this moment, that you've toppled this dictator. Oh, look at us. We did it, guys. Look at us. We're so heroic. We're so brave. I'm literally Captain America. I took down the Nazis. No, You're just a crackhead ass some bitch that sat there and put in a vote, and yeah, you got the result that you wanted, but that's it. You still don't know what you're talking about, and you still have a dangerous cling to that institution. I don't want to hear anything from these leftists that I'm talking about, these atheist leftists. Not saying all atheists are like that. A lot of you are. Be the first ones to talk down on someone, God forbid they at the altar actually worshiping their savior, and you doing the same damn thing. His name's just Joe Biden, or her name's just Kamala Harris. You see also the media kind of changed, more so in the mainstream. You know who's in control, and the kind of stuff that they like in terms of how they approach both of these guys, and they've just completely changed their rhetoric and the environment as far as how they actually approach covering this. Oh, look at Kamala. She's going to be wearing this and wearing all of that shit. Like, look at us. It's such a victory. And then you get these crackheads who say that I'm supposed to be not surprised. I'm supposed to be proud, because guys like Kamala Harris, much like half black President Barack Obama, you're supposed to be proud. They're representing you. I don't know that woman. I don't know her like that. I don't care to know her like that. The fuck? What victory did I have by y'all putting that heifer in office? That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want that position to even be existing. I don't want her to exist to be able to try to do something for me. Fuck that lady. You get no victory because she has very lighter skin than what I do, right? And I'm supposed to, let's look at this victory. Look at this. We got this first black or female VP. Look at us, progressives. These guys show that you can bomb the living shit out of people. You can arrest a bunch of black people. You can destroy people's livelihoods. But as long as you have some sort of social ill that you can kind of connect to it, well, it's all gravy, baby. Y'all are insane people. But seriously, take a step back and think about what it is that I'm saying, because that's not I guess it kind of goes to show why it goes hand in hand, why a lot of these people, you can even read their bios on Twitter, and they have all these like sort of mental instability issues and shit, right? And that's because that's what it is. You guys are mentally unstable, mentally in a lot of cases incapable of even comprehending the real world to where you do exactly what you're told. And a lot of this goes to people my age and younger, fellow creators, and a lot of stuff. You see them on Twitch and all these guys who just sit up there and just rattle off the same damn shit that they heard from someone else, and it's the acceptable opinion, and that's all it is that they regurgitate. They have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. It's just their adversary, or they were told who their adversaries are. And then they go against them, and they will go bug dance for all these Democratic politicians who do much of the same bull crap. Stathiest is what you guys are. And this is why they were able to, when the cathedral people started kicking their feet up at the cathedral, Nancy Pelosi's desk, right? No. They didn't say that you were attacking them. No, of course not. What you were attacking was the American people. You were attacking our democracy, whatever the fuck that is. What is our democracy? I don't know y'all like that. I don't even like y'all. Y'all don't even like me. Y'all are authoritarian asshats who are making people's lives miserable. I don't want any part of that. There is no our democracy. But that's the way that they worded it, right? No, you could, of course, burn down businesses, loot everything out of it in neighborhoods which you live in. Stuff that you benefit from an economic situation, that store that you shop at, the store that you worked at, the store that your kinfolk worked at, or the business that your kinfolk own. You could burn that bad boy to the ground. You could loot everything out of it, but you weren't attacking yourself when you did that. You didn't attack your fellow man until you kicked your feet up at Nancy Pelosi's desk. The state is their God, and all I want to do is have them admit that. That's it. That's all I ask. Just admit that. Stop fronting, bull jiving, and bebopping and bullshitting. Donate.forkandthesake.com if you want to have your thoughts read on there. You know the drill.